Hello beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. My name is Marianne, and today I will be doing a reading for Cancer. I'll be focusing on the harvest moon energy, which is occurring on September the 10th. The harvest moon is a day where it was said that on the night of the harvest moon, the moon would shine so bright that the farmers actually would be able to harvest right through to the evening, which would for some allow them to finish harvesting in a day. Spiritually, the harvest moon is a time where we will see that all that we have manifested back in the spring coming to fruition. I may use the terms he or she, they, them. Please do not pay any mind to that. There is no gender here. It's just energy. Roles can also be reversed. I also want to let you know that you can take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I've already meditated on our cards and cleansed your space, so we are going to begin. And we're going to open our reading with the Elemental Oracle deck. What is the energy for Cancer during the harvest moon? Energy for Cancer, please. Energy for Cancer, please. Movement. And energies for Cancer for the harvest moon. What they need to know during this time. Life. And motion. So what I will do first is I will pull the cards for your reading, and before we talk about them, I have found that when I've done collective readings in the past, what has occurred was 3 separate piles, so there'll be 3 separate energies. Sometimes they do link into one another, but I typically will start treating them separate, and then when I find that they integrate with one or the other energy, I will let you know. So right now we're going to need to clarify movement for Cancer. Why is movement here? Possibility for union. And for life, why is life? Why is life here for Cancer? Why is life here for Cancer, please? Why life? Getting back to integrity. Why is motion? Clarifying motion for Cancer, please. A card for motion. Many masks, so the authentic self. Oops. Right. Bridging energy between the possibility of union and movement, please, for Cancer. Bridging energy. Bridging energy for Cancers, please. Bridging energy for possibility for union and movement for Cancer, please. Peace. bridging energy for getting back to integrity and life as it relates to the harvest moon for Cancer, please. Inspiration. And the bridging energy for authentic self and motion as it relates to the harvest moon for Cancer. Bridging energy, please. Bridging energy for authentic self and motion as it relates to Cancer, please. There we go. Oh, got two. Courage and justice. This possibility for union, I feel, is more of the self. And I feel like this movement toward the self is a manifestation that you may have had for inner peace. I feel like for some, you may be living a very chaotic life. You're on the go, 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 moving fast, right? Your job requires you to always be on your toes, moving, 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 moving. Your lifestyle always, you know, you're visiting friends, you're going out with relatives, you're having family gatherings, you know, because you have a big family or whatnot, but you're constantly keeping yourself busy. And you are looking for something that will bring you peace, a little bit of quietness, a little bit of stillness inside of you, right? Wondering how that must feel like. So this possibility for a union is saying, well, yes, that can happen for you. This will happen for you. You just need to make the steps towards it. And I think for you, it will be an uphill battle. I don't want to say an uphill battle because it's not a battle, right? It's just different for you. So it will be an uphill motion, feeling. You know, it's as if you're doing, you know, if you're a runner or you're going up a mountain or you're doing hill training, right? Or even just going up a hill for a walk. You know, that feeling when you're going up the hill, right? You just like, oh, you're looking up and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to go up. Like it's like the toboggan, you know, you bring your toboggan down the steepest hill, then you got to bring that toboggan back up. It's that kind of motion, right? You're quick going down that ski hill on your toboggan and then going back up, right? Is that feeling that's what it's going to feel like to have this inner peace that you're seeking, this quietness, this, not solitude, but this quieting of the mind, of your surroundings. Now, when I look at the card of life and breath, with this getting back to integrity, it's almost as if it's this type, it's this energy here. It's the first and second pile actually combined together. You're on a fast-paced world, And you're being asked to take life a little bit quieter in stillness, right? Leave all that fire, leave all the action behind you. Take it out of your mind and be in solitaire, right? And this is where the possibility for union can happen, right? And getting back to integrity. It's more like your energy is being dispersed in all different areas and with all different people. With this getting back to integrity, it's just bringing all that energy that you're expending outward and bringing it all inward. That's what that getting back to integrity for me in this card is, what I see and what I feel, right? It's this inspiration, right? Once you bring everything inwards, you know, not taking it back, but just, you know, taking back as much as you've given, if not more. So you're giving so much, you know, you're being asked to bring some of that energy back in towards you so you can rebuild yourself, right? This will inspire you to have that inner peace that you're looking for. And now if you look, right, this is the building, you building the integrity of back to yourself, right? And this is your outcome. So this is your inward imagery, and in the interior imagery of that integrity that you're trying to rebuild and get back to, and then your peace. So for some, this getting back to integrity can also be maybe perhaps you've gone through a separation, let's say a separation from either a significant other or a friend or family, and you know, you were always on the go, taking care of the family, taking care of, you know, the household. And now you have to rebuild. And as you're walking through and as you're rebuilding, bits and pieces of you have fallen aside. And it's those little bits and pieces of you that brought you peace, right? That brought you peace. And because you have to do what you had to do to go on the journey that you needed to go through during this separation period, rebuilding your life from what you once knew, like you're kind of starting from scratch, really, right? And now you're at a place where now you can start getting back to who you were, but in a 2.0 way. So you're picking up the pieces that you may have lost about yourself, that was your true, authentic self. And that's enough to ignite that inner peace that you're looking for. Now, when we look at pile 3 here, and we look at motion, and that authentic self comes back. So when I see this, so of course we talked about it here in pile 1 and 2, where you are wearing many masks, whether it be in your career, whether it be in your lifestyle because you're so busy, whether it be home. And this getting back to integrity is really finding your authentic self once again, who you were, who you really are. Now that you're rebuilding, now that you're picking up those pieces of you and bringing them back inwards, right? And I feel like with this motion card, it's happening now for you. It's your spirit guides, your ancestors, they're right behind you, guiding you through this whole movement, through this whole motion. And again, you've got this movement, right? But this movement here of speed is different than the motion of air, right? Where the air is, to me, I feel like it's the wind blowing you from one side to the other in a nice gentle flow, you know, in the wind, like with the breeze, right? How the trees and the leaves move. That is how you're being called to move now, just to move with the wind, right? And know that you are being looked after, you're being guarded, and this moving with the wind will allow you to find the authentic self that you are looking for and desire, right? It will require a bit of courage because it's not we know who we are as we know we are who we are, but sometimes finding our authentic self is very difficult, right? Because we've worn the mask for so long. How are you supposed to find who you are when you've played so many different roles for a good majority of your life, right? You're going to require that courage to kind of be able to identify what role you played in your life that no longer serves you and is truly not who you are. And when you do so, and when you finally get to this place of finding your authentic self, that is where you're going to find the balance in your life that you've been seeking for that inner peace. That's how this is what's coming for you for the Harvest Moon Cancer. And it's a beautiful read. It's a beautiful read. Let's see. Are there any other messages for Cancer in the Harvest Moon? Oops. Look at that. Meet me on the bridge. Love is about meeting somewhere in the middle. Didn't we talk about that? That is where you're going to find your balance, in the middle ground for your inner peace. Is meeting yourself in the middle, right? And this feels like this possibility for union too, right? The union of yourself. Is there any other messages for Cancer? Spirit messages for Cancer, please. For the Harvest Moon, the time of the Harvest Moon. There you go. Detoxify and let your fears dissolve. This is where that strength card's going to come into play, right? Where you're going to need that courage, right? Letting yourself dissolve, that those parts of you that no longer serve you, that you've identified yourself with, right? You'll need to let those, thoughts that you may have that, oh, maybe that is who I am, right? But that role no longer suits you, but you've been so tied to this particular role, right, that you don't know if you're ready to let it go. And that's just fear, right? And it's part of the detoxing yourself. Okay. Put one more clarifier here for you. Not clarifier, sorry. Harvest Moon message, please, for your Cancer. Harvest Moon message for Cancer, please. One card for Cancer, please. Come on. One card for Cancer, please. There we go. It's a new moon in Cancer. And it says you and your loved ones are safe. And this is that protective energy from your ancestors. Right? So no matter how you redefine yourself, right? And no matter how fearful it is to let go and dissolve the parts of you that no longer serve you, know that you're being protected, right? That is a beautiful reading, Cancer. I think I'll leave it from here. I'm not feeling it, that I need to pull any more cards for you at this time. So thank you so much for tuning into my channel and listening to your message to the end. I truly appreciate your energy. I hope something resonates with you today. If it does, please like or subscribe to the channel. Press the bell to be notified of my next reading. It not only tells you when I've uploaded a video for you, but it also tells me that you've enjoyed your reading as much as I've enjoyed reading it for you today. Take care of yourself and have yourself a wonderful day. Namaste.